Catch up on all the live shows right here on africatechradio.com.
Hey you, how you doing? Castle Bonnie. Yeah, good afternoon. I hope you are doing just fine. It is Africa Tech Radio. I thought to remind you that it is Tech Talk with Lilian on Africa Tech Radio. And today is Wednesday. And on Wednesday, we give you Tech Untapped right here on Africa Tech Radio. And I told you my name is Lilian. On Tech Untapped, we give you tips, and tricks on making the best out of your gadgets, apps, and your softwares. Now, yesterday, I went somewhere in Alausa Ikeja, right? So I finished what I was doing and I stepped out of the venue. And then this young man approached me. Now, I'm in Nigeria, and if you approach me, the first thing I think about is flight. Not fight. Some people say fight or flight. No, I just think about flight. Okay, where can I run to? How can I defend myself? Are you coming to, to snatch my bag or something? And the guy said, madam, good afternoon. Please, do you know where ABC is? And I was like, bro, I don't even know where I am. I don't know where you're going to, but I mean, why don't you just use a method that every other person knows or most people knows? I mean, I didn't even know the location of my meeting, but I got there. Do you know how I got there? Of course, Google Maps. For my house, I imputed the destination on the map in order for me to better direct the cab I was taking. Now, that cab's map was messed up. It took me to the wrong location, and guess what came to the rescue? You guessed right, Google Map. It redirected us, and I got to my destination. Now, I know that you might be conversant with the app, you might be conversant with Google Map, but I know a great deal of people who don't even use it. Now, if you are in this category, this is for you. This is also for you if you use it, but you only use it for getting to places. Okay, I want to go to Lagbaja's house. Take me to Lagbaja's house, and you impute your destination, and it gives you direction. Today, I'm going to be letting you on some secrets, some tips and tricks in Google Map that you might not be aware of, okay? All you have to do is stay put. Don't go away. Don't touch that dial. And enjoy the song by Miley Cyrus, Titled Flowers. Now, this song, I didn't know that this song actually was like a reply to Bruno Mars. Now, if you know this song by Bruno Mars, I should have brought you flowers. I should have held your hands, giving you all the hours, and I had the chance. Take you to every party when I knew that all you wanted to do was dance. But now my baby's dancing with another girl, another man, right? Well, Miley Cyrus is saying, I can buy myself flowers. I can hold my own hands. I can take myself dancing and blah, blah, blah. So she was like replying this song. I didn't know that until I was going through Facebook Reels and Instagram Reels, and I was seeing this mashup. I was like, okay, I never knew, but now I do. Enjoy it. We'll be right back on Africa Tech Radio.
Africa Tech Radio.
Your plug for all things tech.
If that ain't the truth, I mean, self-love is very important. Self-love is number one. If you don't love yourself, people will not love you. Honestly, I've heard people say that, oh, I'm not a type of person. Maybe because I'm fat. Maybe because I have, a big tummy, or because I'm dark-skinned, or because I have big cheeks. And I said, you're just pointing out things that you think are flaws for yourself. But bro, these things you're pointing out, there are people who will love you the way you love yourself. But babe, you have to love yourself first. You have to see these things as, it's your body. Like, there's nothing you can do about your height, nothing you can do about your skin complexion. Unless you want to start patronizing organic, buy my organic cream. I just did it in my backyard, and you don't know what it's doing to your organs. So love yourself, and people will love you. That's why they say that you are addressed the way you are dressed. It's not just what you wear, it's not just your clothes, it is also your mentality. Do you have this confidence when you're stepping into a room? Let me not go all shrinky on you right now. You have to pay for that. Well, it is Tech Untapped on Africa Tech Radio. My name is Lilian. Yes, you can call me your brown sugar if you want. And today I told you we're going to start with talking about Google Maps, and I'm going to unlock some hidden tips and tricks for you that you might not know about Google Maps. Now, some of these things I'm telling you about is for you to know and for you to safeguard yourself, okay? Sometimes In as much as technology is amazing and the best, if you don't safeguard yourself online, I mean, there's a feature on this Google map that shows your digital footprints, shows everywhere you have been. It tracks everywhere you have been. So if your wife comes and says, "Hey darling, where did you go to?" and you say, "I just went to my friend's house." So where your friend? Which of your friends? I'm talking about Kenneth. Kenneth stays at Abulegba, but you didn't go to Abulegba. You went to Oshodi. Your wife now says, "Okay, can you open your map for me? I want to check a location real quick." And you do that. You just check your digital footprint and say, "But you said you went to Abulegba. Where did you actually go to?" You didn't go to cheat though. You just went to a place to buy her a surprise gift for her birthday. But you don't want her to know, so you had to lie. You get what I'm saying, right? But let me start with this one. That's just a bonus, a tip for you to understand that there are many things that are in Google Maps that can actually be either expose you to whatever it is that's out there or help you make your life easier. For instance, this is wild. Many of my friends have done the jackpot thing. They have jumped on the jackpot train and they're in different parts of the world. And one of those people called me. He was in the UK. We're having this conversation. He was on his way home. He just finished close from work and we're on video call and we're talking and he was out trying to tell me that, okay, so I take a bus from here. I liked it. I like stuff like this. Tell me, let me be there with you. Like, well, you're living vicariously. Let me live vicariously through you. So I was on the video call with him and then he was describing. He then mentioned his street. Hey, Detective Lilian in me. I said, okay, I would like to know the view of where this guy lives, right? But I don't want to come out and say it. That, bro, tell me where you live. No. So what I did was I quickly opened Google Map. I saw his street. Then I didn't know his house, right? So I was like, so if you stop at this place, how far will you walk? And I was like, okay, so it's just that my house is apartment 4, so I have to walk a bit. I don't know. And then I did a screenshot of the front of his house. I said, it has a red door, right? I said, yeah, why? And I did a screenshot of the front of his house and sent to him, and he was livid. He said, what is this? Then he told me, in fact, if you look up, that place is my room. The window that's open is my room. I was like, okay, this guy's all the way in the UK. How did I do this? I just went to Google Maps and I went to the street view. Yeah, you can get an AR view of the streets you are on or the streets you want to go to everywhere. London, LA, Lagos, New York, Paris, San Francisco, Tokyo. If you open maps, right? Now, I told you that when I'm doing this, especially if it's a mobile device, I'm going to be doing with you. So open your Google Maps real quick. Of course, you should know it's written there as maps. Or you search on your apps. You see it. When you open it, right? Click on the camera icon at the top. Yeah, the camera icon on the top. Hold your phone to scan your location. Now you get an overlay of the places that you'd see on maps. So you can easily find restaurants, shops, and other things. But there's another thing you can do. Like if somebody says they are going to, let's say, Alausa, right? And they said, okay, I want to see you at Alausa, and you click on Alausa bus stop. When you do that, you'd maybe find a location there and just click on it, right? Any location that you want to go, anywhere at all. When you click on that location, you see options for street view. Yes, let me use another place. Let's use Ikeja and use like any restaurant or any location around that place. When you do that, you click on that location and you see start availability, call, save, you scroll, then you see street view. Like when you scroll, you see street view. You can actually view the streets around that area. That is if there is an available street view for it. It's not all locations that has the street view option. So just search for it on Google Map and you'll be there. Or you can just search live view and you will see everywhere you want to see. Another thing that you should know about Google Maps that, is really, really amazing is the fact that, like yesterday I told you I went out, right? So after the meeting I was famished. I had to eat, but I didn't know where is where because I don't know. I just didn't know. So I opened my maps and when you open your Google Map, at the top of it, you see some options there. Immediately you open your map, you see work, hotels, restaurants, shopping, groceries, gas, hospitals and clinics, ATMs, and you see more, right? So what you do is to click on restaurants, and it will show you a list of, like, you just keep scrolling and you see different restaurants. Anyone that you want to go to, all you have to do is just click on it. It's going to show you the miles, how far it is away. And when you click on it, you can actually see the direction, how to actually go to these places. So it really helped me. And I didn't even know that I was really close to a big shopping mall yesterday. So I just entered there and had the time of my life. Man must not live by walk alone. Okay, so now imagine I drove to that mall. And you know how malls can be. The parking lot is big and you might not even know where you parked, right? Do you know that you can save your parking? Do you know that you can save your parking? You didn't know? Well, it's very easy. I'll be right back to tell you some more and give you a detail on how you can actually save your parking. Enjoy this one. Party Next Door, Her Old Friends. We'll be right back.
Catch up this show on www.africatechradio.com.
A song by Party Next Door, Her Old Friends. Yeah, it is Africa Tech Radio. My name is Lilian, and I've been giving you some tips on Tech Untapped on Google Maps, okay? I was telling you about how you can remember where you parked, okay? Now, you've gone to a place and you got so many cars there and you don't even know where you've parked, right? You're wondering, oh my gosh, where did I... Then you take your key and you're pressing, waiting for the alarm. But then that is just too much stress. If you get to the place that you want to get to, right? And of course, you see that there is a car park there. You go into that place, you find a parking spot, and then you manage to park. You can save your parking. As soon as you park, right, you open Google Map and you see a blue dot. That blue dot signifies where you are. It is showing you your location. It is a blue dot surrounded by a white circle, surrounded by another blue transparent circle. Yes. So you click on that blue dot. When you do that, you see something pop up. You see something to write your location and then where you are. Then you see share location. You see calibrate, safe parking, and report a problem. Go to that safe parking, click on it, and you have a pin there. So if you relocate where you've parked, you can also always clear it. Okay? Safe parking. On Android, you tap that to add details such as the parking garage level or spot or the amount of time left before the meter expires. You can just put some details there. You can put it on more info. Okay? You can also set meter reminders or add a photo of where you parked, send your parking location to friends, anything you want to do in case your friends are meeting you there. Okay? To find it later, just tap the search bar at the top and select parking location on Android or saved parking on iOS, or type the driving arrow below and look for saved parking on iOS. So if you've located where you've parked, just delete it so that next time you can do that again and you won't be confused when you have too many parking details on your Google Map. Is that helpful? I know I've done it before. Yes. So what else is there to tell you about on Google Maps? A whole lot. Now, I am not encouraging bad things. I'm not a bad person. I'm not encouraging bad things. But there's sometimes that you don't want anybody to know what's happening. You have to confuse your enemies and sometimes yourself. You get. So, if you want to poke around Google Maps, you want to go different places, and you don't want to leave any obvious footprints so that they will not catch you at home, just go incognito. It is not difficult to do that. It is pretty easy to go incognito. How can you do that? Pretty simple, really. Open your Google Maps, right? When you go incognito, Google Maps won't save your browser or search history in your account or send notifications. Your searches and movement won't be added to location history or shared location. Like, you are invisible. You're there, and you are wearing an invisible cloak in Harry Potter. nothing is going to show. They're not going to tell you that the place that you went to, rate it. That thing can cast somebody. Lilian, you went to Lagbaja Hotel, rate Lagbaja Hotel, but I didn't go to Lagbaja Hotel. I only passed Lagbaja Hotel. I had no enter inside. How will I explain to my significant other if my significant other is asking me about how I entered Lagbaja Hotel? I didn't tell here, So that thing can cast you, and we don't want to be casted, right? And Google wants to use the activity when you're in incognito mode to personalize maps. So this mode has so many advantages when you want to peep a location without having it tangled up with your search history. But just as web browsers, it doesn't make you totally invisible. So to turn the mode on, tap your avatar, tap where it shows your picture, tap it. You see turn on Google incognito mode. Yes, that is what you want to do. So you click on that. Click on that. The incognito icon appears in that search bar. Tap on and select turn on incognito mode, and that's it. You're incognito. You are not to be seen. But if you want to put it off, just tap on it again and you put it off. Isn't that amazing? Yes. There's so many wonderful things about Google Maps, and I decided to just share them with you so that next time you'll not be like that young man who I had to tell him that I said, use your Google Map now. Use your Google Map to find where you're going. And then he said, oh yeah, that's true. I mean, technology is all around us. Some people will tell you, I'm not a tech person, but you have a TV, you have refrigerator, you have gas cylinder, you have electric cookers. Everything you have is just tech, but you're not a tech person. I don't understand how that works. I really don't. Well, there's so many other things, like I have said, and you can find more things. Like what? To share your favorite places. I used to be a Google guide. I'm still a Google guide, actually. I go places, take pictures, or I used to, because since I've not been an effective Google guide lately, an efficient one rather. But I'll go places, take pictures of the menu, answer questions. I do a lot of that. I used to love doing it, but now I don't know. I'm now shy to go places and start taking pictures. I'm now very shy. I'm going to overcome it though. But Google lets you share some of your favorite places with a friend. So what you have to do is just tap the share icon on the location's Google Map card to send it with them, right? Send it via email, via text, or your app of choice. So what you do, if you want to save that favorite place, just tap the save icon when you open the location on your Google Map. If you want to share some more than one favorite location, you can create a Pinterest-like list within Google Map. When you save a favorite place, tap new list to create a collection like good noodle places or great Chinese restaurants, or you can add it to an existing collection. You'll find them in the saved tab under your list. So tap the 3-dot menu, then share list to send to friends or something. Or you can just become a local Google guide or Google local guide. Sometimes you might just know your neighborhood better than other people, right? And then you might know your neighborhood more than Google's algorithm, because really Google uses the information that people give them to make their algorithm better. Then just become a Google guide. Okay, anybody can leave reviews and tips on Google Maps, but being a local guide will allow you to earn points for leaving more insight and data. And as you go up the ladder, you can result in rewards and early access to new features. And there was a time they even used to have these conferences that you can attend. You attend these conferences, they will sponsor you, and it's free. So you can just become a local guide. You can check that up how you can become one. Or I will tell you if you wait. Let me tell you when we come from this break, okay? I want to listen to something African. So let's do something from Onyeka Owenu, and it's titled Iyo Koko.
Africa Tech Radio.
Your plug for all things tech.
Yes, Still Searching by Bongos Ikwe. One of the songs that you will listen to and you'll get all in your feelings. Like you will just close your eyes and listen to this song, enjoy it. Music does something to me all the time, and it's just amazing. And we have been telling you how you can make the best out of your Google Maps for free on Africa Tech Radio. My name is Lilian and you're listening to Tech Untapped, okay? So I've given you so many updates, but let's tell you about how you can check traffic ahead of time. You see, Some people, like I said, some people already know this. There are some places in Lagos where you have like numerous routes, back routes to, you don't just have one route to your house. You don't just have one route to your destination. There's so many roads that can lead to the same destination. So what we do is, before we step out of wherever we're going to, we check traffic to know which road we should pass. Are we going to pass, for instance, if you're going to like Ikeja, you check Google Maps, right? Should I take Maryland or should I take Ojota? If Google Maps tells you that there is a free road at Maryland and Ojota has hold up, you know where to pass. But if this is the other way around, you know where to pass. If the hold up choke for everywhere, you can just choose the lesser evil and then take that place. So how can you do that? All you have to do is to go to Google Map, right? And then you click on your destination. Sometimes you can even check in advance. When you're looking up directions on the web, you click the Leave Now button, then Depart, to tell Google Maps when you're planning to start your trip. You set your time, your date, and you get a more realistic estimate of your traveling time. Now, if you want to make your life even easier, you can choose an arrival time, and Google Maps will tell you exactly when you need to leave your house, so that you will not be hearing stories like, oh, you should have left earlier because you didn't meet me in the office. I've been waiting for you at the office for a long time and you left late, so sorry. So simply look for a place, then tap Depart At and Arrive By on the first navigation screen, and you'll be able to set the specific time and date, and the app will adjust route recommendations according to traffic. Or you can just open your Google Maps if you want to leave immediately, right? Open your Google Maps, you're looking for the best route to take. So when you do that, you click on that icon that looks like a direction icon. It's blue and has like a turn mark there. You click on it, you see your location, and then you click on choose destination, type in your destination. When you do that, let's say I'm going to Switzerland. Let's say I'm going to Bagada, right? Then I'll see the roads. Of course, if it's blue, it's free. If it's yellow, a little bit of hold up. If it's red, there's like serious traffic jam. So you can actually tell how free the road is. Simple thing. Then you start your journey and you go. You can also get recommendations from maps. One of the areas that Google Maps has focused on is recommendations. All right. If you tap the Explore button on the tab at the bottom of the app's home screen, you see restaurants, bars, and other venues Google has picked out for you based on when you have been in the past and the ratings that you have left at other similar places. This is according to popsci.com. All right. You can actually do that. Simple thing. Now, I told you that I'm going to let you know how you can be a Google guide, a local guide on Google. Google launched in 2013, they launched the program called Google City Experts. It was an initiative to encourage and reward posting reviews and pictures to Google Maps. It was also limited to a very small number of major cities. It had a high barrier to entry. But in 2015, everything changed. They turned it to Google local guides with the same purpose and a wider scope. I am a local guide, like I said. I'm in a level I don't know. Sometimes it just goes up. I don't know. I share videos, I share pictures there. So how can you be a local guide on Google? You just register your email address. Open your maps and register, and then you see the option there, become a local guide. There's so many things you do to get points. You can post pictures, you can review restaurants, you can add a place, you can edit places. All right, you can do a lot of things to earn points, and they will give you tips on how to earn more points on, just by being a local guide. So there's so many rewards, right? There's so many rewards. So to sign up, head over to the Google Maps local guide page, and you click on Get Started, right? Open the page, Google Maps local guide, search it on Google. Then you enter the city you live in, you agree to Google's program rules, read it before you agree, and select Become a Local Guide. Okay, when you do that, that is automatic. You follow the prompt, or you open your Google Maps app. Like I've told you before, open Google Maps app, tap on the profile icon on the upper right corner, select your profile from the pop-up menu. On your profile page, scroll down and tap Contribute. That is it. You're becoming a Google local guide. All right, and that's all we can have for you today on Tech Untapped. I'm going to give you some more good music so that you can enjoy the rest of your day. It is Africa Tech Radio. My name is Lilian, and we're telling you how you can make the best out of your apps, softwares, your phone. Trust me, you cannot just, have these things on your phone and not utilize them the way you should. I want to listen to something from Clint the Drunk. It's titled Obodo, and it's by Mr. Roar. It is exactly what people are facing in some countries right now.
Thanks for listening, and don't forget to catch up on all the live shows right here on africatechradio.com.